North America's very first multi-crypto exchange-traded fund, or ETF, just launched last week, and it's in Canada. Now, this is big news because previously there have only been single crypto ETFs, like a Bitcoin ETF or an Ethereum ETF. Now, all of these are in Canada because for some reason, US regulators still haven't approved any crypto ETFs yet. But if you're an American investor, there's no need to worry because you can access these crypto ETFs in Canada from your current American brokers, as long as they offer foreign exchange transactions. So in today's video, I'm quickly going to run through what this new multi-crypto ETF is, why it's actually a big deal, and then I'm going to talk about some of the pros and cons, including how investing in this ETF can dramatically increase your crypto investing profits. So stick around for all that. First of all, what is this new multi-crypto ETF? Well, it goes by the ticker symbol ETC on the Toronto Stock Exchange, not to be confused with Ethereum Classic. Now, ETC is an Evolve cryptocurrency ETF, and as you can see right here, it's currently trading at $12.37 per share. This ETF just launched on September 29th, so it's basically brand new. Now, let's talk about which cryptocurrencies are in the ETF and what the management fees are and some of the other technical specifics. So when you invest in this fund, what are you investing in? Well, you'll see as I scroll down here that they actually only have 2 holdings as of right now. And if I click on the portfolio tab here, you can see that it's Bitcoin and Ethereum only that makes up the entirety of this portfolio. Bitcoin's weighted at 68.73% currently, and Ethereum is weighted at 31.23%. And the way that they manage this fund actually is kind of interesting because they have 2 other products, like I said. One is a Bitcoin ETF and the other's an Ethereum ETF. And so this multi-crypto ETF owns shares in both of those other ETFs. So it's kind of like a derivative ETF combining other ones, and then they account for that asset allocation like I just mentioned. Now you'll see here it says that there's a management fee of 0%, but that's not actually true because the underlying funds, the Bitcoin and the Ethereum ETF, each charge 0.75% per year as a management fee. So that's obviously going to trickle through into this ETF, and so that is effectively the same management fee. In terms of the other fundamentals to mention, you can see here that the assets under management is only 8.79 million so far. So this is very small, and actually since it's launched, I haven't seen a whole lot of attention either on YouTube or elsewhere. So I feel like people have not noticed this yet. All right, we're back over here. Now let's talk about why this new fund is a big deal, because I think it's actually kind of groundbreaking. And what this signifies is that we're going to start to see a wider diversification in the types of investment vehicles and products that are available to people that want to invest in crypto. Now, currently it's only Bitcoin and Ethereum on offer with this product, but one could imagine that as we move forward and as more different cryptocurrencies gain momentum and are adopted more widely, that we might see more ETFs that incorporate a much wider diversification of the different cryptocurrencies that are out there. And in my opinion, that is a good thing because it gives investors more options, more choices, and it allows them to take a diversified position in cryptocurrency without actually having to go out and acquire each individual asset. Additionally, as more of these investment products are created that are mainstream and legitimate and highly regulated, you're going to see more retail investors and more of your average people having access to cryptocurrency. And that could be a really positive catalyst for the crypto environment as a whole. So now let's talk about some of the pros and cons of this specific multi-crypto ETF, including how I think it could actually dramatically increase the profits that you get from investing in cryptocurrency if done correctly. Let's start by talking about the cons and then end on a positive note. And as far as I can see it, there's only a couple of real cons to this investment fund. First of all is the management fee. 0.75% of your investment is going to be coming off the top every year. It's going to be taken out automatically from the price of the ETF shares that you own. So it's not like you're ever going to see someone coming in and taking money out of your account. It's automatically reflected in the price of the shares, but there is that management fee. And I guess you have to compare that to the trading fees that you might have if you're buying and selling cryptocurrency elsewhere. The second major con with this investment vehicle is that you don't actually own the underlying assets. So you don't get to experience any of the actual utility that comes with owning and using cryptocurrency. So that's something to consider. In fact, you are 2 steps removed from that because this ETF holds other ETFs that hold Bitcoin and Ethereum for you. And the third and final major con that I can think of here is that you can only trade this product during regular market hours. And with the crypto world, 24/7 is the norm for trading hours. You can buy and sell any of these cryptocurrencies at any time of the day or night on your crypto exchange. And so if you're investing in this ETF through your normal brokerage account, you're obviously not going to be able to do that. And that means that if there's some significant price action after normal trading hours, then you might have to wait until the next morning to do something about it. So something to consider. Now let's talk about the pros here, because there's a couple of big ones, and in my opinion, I think they actually outweigh the cons, but I'll leave that up to you. The first major pro is that this is a single asset that you can invest in that has automatic diversification built in, and it gives you exposure to a couple of different cryptocurrencies, in fact, to the two largest, most trusted, and most well-adopted cryptocurrencies, and I think that's a good thing. Another big pro that I've already talked about is that the rise of all these crypto ETFs is going to make it much more accessible for people that are already in the market but maybe not into crypto to actually get in a diversified way. And that could have a positive catalyst effect on cryptocurrency in general. Now, obviously, this ETF has a very small market cap with assets under management of less than 9 million, but we'll see what happens in the near future as maybe this ETF gets more attention or as more similar products start to come out. And the third major pro, which I think outweighs all of the other considerations and is something that could actually significantly increase your profits if Bitcoin and Ethereum actually do see a rise in price and you have some capital gains, is that you can invest in this ETF through a tax-free account. And that could be a tax-free savings account in Canada or a Roth IRA in the US. And honestly, I cannot undersell how impactful that could be to the bottom line of people that are investing in cryptocurrency. And depending on the amount of capital that you put into something like this, the capital gains tax savings that you could have by investing through a registered tax-free account in Canada or the US could be huge. Normally, if you're just buying and selling crypto on the open market, you are going to be liable to pay capital gains taxes if you see an increase in the price of those investments. Now, depending on what jurisdiction you live in, the capital gains tax is going to be different, but even if we assume just an average of 20% capital gains across the board, then you could be saving a huge amount of money here. Not to mention that it's going to make filing a tax return for crypto investments much easier if you're investing through something like this ETF. Anyways, that's all for me today. Just a quick little update to tell you about this new investment product based in Canada. Hopefully in the near future, we'll see US regulators approve similar products in the US, and that will be, again, a massive positive catalyst for the crypto investing world. Hopefully you found this video useful. If you did, please don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. I post regular content about investing in crypto, stock markets, as well as starting a business. So if you want to see more stuff like this, then follow along and I'll see you next time.